Good noon world time in America. I hope you guys enjoyed my recent video I made. I just went to get a pack of smokes in my 40 and I bought my slices. Bought slices again? Yeah, I did. Let's see. I should get my welfare check soon because they sent me my access code for online. They said like when you get your welfare come back money, there's information on, you have to log in online like every 2 weeks or something like that. They said I can register for direct deposit online, so I think I did get accepted for welfare, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know, right? Did you get barbecue chicken? No, I got veggie. The barbecue chicken is getting a little bit it's getting a little bit tiresome, so I got veggie instead. Veggie slice instead, right? Yeah. You like veggie? Yeah, veggie's really good too. I love veggie. But the meat, the meat lover, the meat and all that stuff is better, obviously, right? Today I decided to get a veggie. I haven't had a veggie in a while. Ivan, how powerful is the scenes with the ancestors in Blind 3? Hey, you guys remember Prince of Egypt? When Moses was talking to God, yeah, I think something more powerful than that. But you get that vibe with the ancestor scene. I want to spoil Sophie. Sounds like really, yeah, really. And Prince of Egypt, I love. Prince of Egypt is one of my favorite anime movies, man. Prince of Egypt is a masterpiece, man. This veg is amazing. And, my hands do, guys. It's not what, man. It's full of barbecue sauce. Sounds like I really, it's that powerful. Oh yeah. Picture something like Prince of Egypt when Moses goes. You guys all know the story of Moses when God talks to Moses by appearing in a fire in the burning bush. Obviously, Jesus in the Old Testament, right? The angel of the Lord Jesus, obviously. Yeah, think something powerful like that. Except even deeper than that, right? Better than that. When Moses speaks to God in the burning bush, yeah, you have something like that for the end scenes. I want for them. Actually, I want to spoil so for you. Cinematic like that, guys. It's a masterpiece, man. Yeah, man. And you kind of get some symbolism with Prince of Egypt with Zanus. All you guys who saw Prince of Egypt, remember how Moses, when he was a prince, he was a cocky, arrogant prince. And all of a sudden, when he runs, when he escaped, when he leaves Egypt, obviously, and he speaks to God, he's now a changed man. He's all like bold when he talks. Yeah, you have something like that for Tactius. He's a changed man like that. That's why it's a masterpiece, man. I almost supposed to assume when you read the book, obviously. Sounds like yeah. And in Prince of Egypt, yeah, Prince of Egypt, Moses was a cocky prince. He looked down on the Egyptian slaves and everything. Now all of a sudden he starts to care about them more. He comes back to Egypt. He's bold when he talks to Pharaoh, and he now has he's more mature and he cares about the Egyptians, obviously. You kind of get some symbols out with Zanus too, obviously. Tactius doesn't care about the Southerns. He's a cocky, arrogant prince, and once he gets thrown in a dungeon and he has feelings for Lithia, he has more care for them. And in Volume 3, he's a changed man. I won't spoil so much, so read the book. And Prince of Egypt is a masterpiece. Prince of Egypt is one of the best anime movies ever made. That's a masterpiece, man. Alright, what about Joseph King and Dreams? Joseph King and Dreams was not as good. But Prince of Egypt is a masterpiece, man. One of my favorite anime movies of all time. That's a faith-based movie too. But the story of Moses is nothing like that. But they were Hollywood was pretty faithful to the true essence and DNA of the story of Moses, obviously. But like the story of Moses is a bit different than that though. Like Moses, whenever he goes to Midian, right? Obviously, he spends after he marries Zipporah, his wife, obviously, he's in the wilderness for like 40 years. So when he comes to Egypt, he's 80 years old. He's 40 when he leaves, and when he comes back to Egypt to free the slaves, he's like 80 years old. And after that, once they go through the Red Sea, but Moses and the Israelites obviously are in the wilderness for like another 40 years. Moses dies when he's 120 years old, obviously, according to the Bible, right? Yeah. So you have like 40 years as a prince in Egypt, and he's in the wilderness for 40 years. God speaks to him, and then he comes back to Egypt to free the slaves. He's 80 years old, and then after they cross the Red Sea, they spend like 40 years in the wilderness. And then God shows Moses before he dies the promised land, but none of them get to enter the promised land until Moses dies. And Joshua is like the heir after Moses, and he's, I believe, the first judge in the Bible. All right, that's right. Yeah, you know your shit. Yeah, I know quite a lot about the Bible, right? I don't know as much as Sam, but I know quite a bit about the Bible, right? Yeah. Sarah? Yeah. You're looking sick, man. I was looking sick, son. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, guys. Remember that scene in Prince of Egypt? All you guys saw the movie. Most people have seen the movie. Yeah, we've seen the movie. Yeah. Remember when Moses talks to God in the burning bush? Well, think of something after the ancestors see, and it's even more powerful than that. It's even more deeper, more powerful than that, man. I almost spoil story for you. The same when you read it. That's why saying is so when you read that scene, it's cinema on the page. It's like reading a book movie, man. When you read one through, I almost spoil story for you. Oh. Alright, but what's Ephesus like? Ephesus is kind of like the Witch King of Agma a little bit when you watch Lord of the Rings: Return of the King. Picture something like the Witch King of Agma. Eretat is also like the Witch King of Agma, as you guys read, right? There's no trace of human flesh in Saphius. I'm saying, yeah, kind of get some similarities there with the Witch King of Agma and in Lord of the Rings. I almost spoiled stuff for you. Do you not know death when you see it? Remember that? Go back to the abyss. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He's like, do you not know that? And like Pippin's like covering his ears. Yeah. Because he has a demonic voice. Well, you have some of that in Zanus too. When Eretat speaks, it's demonic, and then some people are a bit taken back by his demonic voice in Volume 3, like you had in Lord of the Rings. Because and it's something like my Lord of the Rings, yeah, because like your Lord of the Rings kind of. Yeah. 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 Oh, you think John Hammond Robin, I think you're crazy. Yeah, they might. Yeah, man, you have some balls, man. You're saying that your story is better than the greats in Hollywood, man. You have some balls to say that, Ivan. You know what I'm saying? Like Dune 2, Star Wars Originals, and Lord of the Rings, and The Godfather, man, you got some balls. No, guys. Zanis is better than all the stories. It's a better movie. It's a better story than all the stories, man. Yeah. As The Godfather, no offense, even though it's a masterpiece, it's a bit boring, right? The Godfather, to me personally. Like, even though I like The Godfather, even though The Godfather is a better movie than Goodfellas and Scarface, I find Goodfellas and Scarface a bit more entertaining. The Godfather is a bit boring, but the story is amazing though. It's a better story in those movies. That's why it's better. I like it better. But Scarface, I had more of a fun time watching that than The Godfather, and Goodfellas, I liked it a bit more than The Godfather. I know I liked The Godfather better, but I was a bit more entertained by those two movies. All you guys who haven't seen Goodfellas, I recommend you watch that. Fucking amazing movie. American Gangster I like too with Russell Crowe and Denzel Washington. That was amazing too. But I like Scarface more than American Gangster, right? Those are all old movies. Yeah. American Gangster came out when I was in high school. Yeah, I was in grade like 10 when it came out. I remember everyone was talking about, oh, did you see American Gangster? I'm like, no. I finally watched it. It was a good movie, but I liked Scarface better than American Gangster, right? Yeah. What's your favorite detective movie of all time? Ooh, probably Chinatown with Jack Nicholson. That might be my favorite detective movie. I recommend you guys watch Chinatown. That's a fucking I don't like the ending though. The ending was not good. I hate the ending. But that was a fucking amazing movie. That was a masterpiece, man. That's one of the greatest detective movies of all time. It's a little dated because it was made in like the early 70s, but man, I recommend all you guys who haven't seen Chinatown with Jack Nicholson, you watch that. Fucking amazing movie. Obviously, there's a twist too in the end when you read it, obviously. Amazing detective movie. One of the best detective movies ever made, right? Yeah. Chinatown's one of my favorite movies of all time. Up there for me too. What an amazing movie. Chinatown, right? Yeah. But Zane is even better than that. Yeah. Yeah. What's your favorite romance story of all time, Ivan? There's a lot of them. Like Twilight's up there for me. Indecent Proposal, that's really good too. And Fatal Attraction. Yeah. That was sick too, with that crazy woman, obviously. Yeah. Fatal Attraction might be my favorite romance movie, right? That's romance too, but it's like romance thriller. But Fatal Attraction was amazing. Indecent Proposal was very good too. Yeah, when that guy remember when George Lucas remember when I forget the guy's name. Remember when I showed you the video with George Lucas talking about Hollywood? How the executives are not that creative people. Remember the guy who was sitting next to him? That was the guy who was in that movie. I forget his name. He's a billionaire in the movie, and he tells that guy's wife. I know the actors, but I forget their names. I know all those actors, but I forget their names, obviously. The chick who's married to Ashton Kutcher. What's her name again? She was in that. And the other guy who was playing her husband is a known actor too. He was in 2012. He was in Star Wars. Han Solo, a Solo story. What's his name again? I forget their names. Yeah. He tells the guy's wife, the billionaire, the guy who was never with George. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you $1 million if I have one night with your wife. In the movie, and then she ends up accepting that deal, and it ends up fucking up the relationship in the movie. That was a good movie. This is a proposal. Yeah. He's like, was he good? Was he good? She's like, yes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So even though she got rich, they paid a price to make that money, obviously. Which symbolizes the Hollywood system, obviously, right? In Hollywood, even though you get to make your money, you have to pay a price for that. Even when you're married, you have to pay that. That's how it works, right? Pay a price. That's why I don't want to be in Hollywood. Yeah, I mean, Hollywood's there. Yeah, Hollywood's there. I don't want to do it. I don't want to. So, you have to pay. You have to pay a price to make your money now. That's how it works, right? Alright, what movie think's better? Indecent Proposal or Fatal Attraction? Ooh, that's a tough one. Fatal Attraction's better for me. I like it better by a bit. Because Indecent Proposal, like it's after the incident, it's a bit boring in the end. The ending was not that good, right? But I mean, Indecent Proposal is an amazing movie. But for me, my favorite movie might be maybe Fatal Attraction. That's my favorite romantic movie ever made. That woman was a psycho, man. I recommend you guys watch that movie, Fatal Attraction. There's a fucking psychopath about that woman. Yeah, man. Oh man, she's a psycho, man. Right, man, yeah, we saw it. We know what you're saying. Yeah, she's a fucking psycho, that woman in that movie right there. Yeah. But a lot of people's favorite romance movie is like Pride and Prejudice. They all say it's so good. I haven't seen that movie, so I might watch it because everyone keeps saying how it's such an amazing romance story. But I mean, I have to watch it. I heard The Notebook is really good too, with Ryan Gosling and Rachel McAdams, right? When they were younger, yeah, I heard that's good too. I haven't seen those movies yet. Yeah. That's why my climate towards just do my family. There you go. As what you guys see in Decent Proposal, not in Decent Proposal, not in Decent Proposal, but like the Notebook and everything. That's the moments that VJ's having with those guys. They're lovers, and because VJ's special, they go fucking crazy on her. And she doesn't want. Yeah, I can't stand the fact of a woman going crazy on you. That drives me crazy. Yeah, well, you let men touch you, VJ. I'm not gonna have you doing that, man. Like the karma is coming your way. I'm gonna get my girlfriend. I'm not going to listen to you, man. You can be crushed and hurt all you want. I'm not going to listen to you because you're going to keep fucking the guys behind my back. You've been fucking for years. I'm not going to listen to you. There you go. If you want me to stop seeing the chick, you have to stop seeing the guys. That's the only way I'll stop seeing the chick. And she's like, oh, Ivan, I'm going to stop seeing the guys. Okay, if I'll know you're not seeing the guys if I don't hear you moaning, man. If I hear you moaning the next day, you're still seeing the guys. I'm not going to have you do it like that. There you go. Yeah, and I can't sit where I like them, Ivan. Yeah, I like her too, VJ. I'm human too. No, Ivan, I expect you to stay away from me. Yeah, because you're a psychotic woman. You want your full cake, VJ. You're not going to get your full cake. You're attention deficit too, VJ. You don't listen to me either, man. I'm not going to listen to you. There you go. 100%. Yeah. Yeah. So Ivan, the ancestor seeds is something like Moses, Prince of Egypt. Yeah, kind of. Yeah. You'll see why when we read the book. I almost full Sophie. So it's better than that. It's much more powerful, deeper than that. Sounds like really, oh yeah. That's why you could get a bit of symbolism with the Holy Spirit and with the answers. I want a little bit of it when you read the book. I almost full Sophie. You'll see why we read the book. Ivan, man, like tell us, no guys, show us why I'm thinking, no guys. I'm not sure about you. I don't want to spoil story. That's when it gets deep and dark. I don't want to spoil story for you guys. I'm saying, and that pizza was good. Yeah, full. Yeah, remember that Moses? I am the God of your ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The person was speaking, it sounded like it's cinema. Yeah. Well, think of something like cinema like that for live. Yeah, I was supposed to. It's cinema man, on the page. I was supposed to. That's why I'm not showing volume 3. You guys only got a glimpse of the beginning, and that's it. I'm not showing you anymore. I don't want to spoil the story for you guys. I'm sorry. Yeah. That's why the Gates want to control my brand, because they know it's deep, like Prince of Egypt, like Passion of the Christ. It's a masterpiece, man. Like Lord of the Rings. Yeah, I even wrote a fucking masterpiece, man. The world's gonna love that story, man. Yeah. He has the key. He's gonna make his billions off that. I think it's 20 billion off his Zanus book, and like another 10 billion off the Unique. Yeah, 30 billion off the 2 books, maybe. If I finish everything, but if I only write Zanus, I might make my I was gonna make it like 18 billion off Zanus. You want to control that. Yeah, when you make your line, you're 60, 70, 80, 20 years, you want to take my 20 billion off my book, man. You're fucking greedy, man. And how greedy of a psychopath can you be? I've been like, I'm greedy, man. Like, this is my house. I don't want anyone to make control their money in my house either. Even the person who's God who created this place, yeah, it's like, you deserve to bow to me. I'm like, no, I don't. You're not God. You didn't create this place. I did. And so you don't deserve to be over me, man. You're not God. You did not create this place. There you go. Just maybe your house, but you didn't create it. And you're not the true heir. That's why God gave me the keys, because I'm the heir to the kingdom. That's why God gave me the keys to the kingdom house. Yeah, look at my billions. The Gates don't want to lose a bit of their power, right? Yeah, if Ivan makes 20 million off his book and we don't control his money, we lost a bit of our power, because his money, we don't touch it. We don't control that. Everything around home we still control, but his money, we don't touch it. So they see that they lost a bit of their power and control, because they love their power and control, and they're also greedy psychopaths. They don't want me, and they're enemies. They don't want me making that kind of money, obviously, because they have an envy towards me and VJ. It's not just about the power control, it's the envy they have. As even when VJ sells them, they won't let her make her billions. That's how you know it's deeper than that. They have a psychotic envy towards me, VJ. That's why they won't even let VJ be worth $100 million in Hollywood, even when she sells out. So even when you control her career, you won't even let her make her billions. No, Ivan, I'm enemies. I'm never gonna let Victoria make her billions. Yes, that's why I'm not selling you, because you're gonna dupe me too, like you duped her. You think I'm stupid? I figured it out. Yeah, you figured it out. Yes, I did. You're gonna dupe me too. That's why I came with the keys. Over the Gates don't dupe me. That's why they're pissed off. Yeah, no, we can't fucking guard the doors on Ivan's fucking Zane's brand. Man, we can't. Like, fuck, man, they're pissed off. That's why they're desperate, and they go to the desperate extremes. Obviously, because they know, yeah, we can't control and guard the door on Ivan Zane's brand. He has the keys, man. He wrote that. He wrote it. It's his money. It's his brand. We can't what? We can't guard the door on Ivan's brand. That's why they're pissed off, obviously. Yeah, we do VJ. We guard the door on her brands. In Hull, we can't guard the door on Ivan Zane's brand because he has the keys. We can't lock the door on Zane's brand. Yeah, you can. I have the keys. Yeah, we can't guard the door on it. They're pissed off because I have the keys to the kingdom. Yeah. Fuck, man. Yeah, they're pissed off. That's billions for him. Fuck, man. Yeah, I don't want Ivan being that rich, man. I'm envious, man. Yeah, it's an envy they have. They just can't stand the fact of me being so all and be with VJ, don't you understand? Being that rich, man. They can't stand it, obviously. Gatekeepers. That's why they're desperate, obviously, right? Give me a sec, guys. I'm gonna go back to the bathroom. I'll be back in a sec. Oh, wait, what's that? Let's get everybody going up. cold in here. Put the put my robe on. It's cold. It's raining outside, man. When I went to get my beer, my smokes, and my slices, I had to bring my umbrella with me, right? Because it was raining outside. It's a little cold, so I'm gonna put my robe on. Yeah, it's cold in here, man. Yeah. 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 I mean, Zane's is the number one brand in Hollywood. Yes, it is. Better than all the Hollywood companies, obviously. The Hollywood company brands, right? It's better, man. That's why the gates don't touch on my brand, but they're not touching my money. They're just greedy psychopaths, obviously. Yeah. If you were a gatekeeper and you made all that money, would you care about someone making $200? No. But the gatekeepers they're just psychopaths, man. Because they're the gods of this world. Like everyone sees them. Yeah, I mean everyone sees the gatekeepers as like gods. They're the gods of the money system in the world because they control everything and they're so rich and powerful. They open the door for everyone's success. Obviously, they're the gods. Everyone bows to them as the gates. They're the gods of the money system world. That's why they're so powerful. That's why God had to give me the keys. That way I can open my own door. I can make my money, obviously. That's why God gave me the keys to the kingdom, obviously. Because He knew how powerful the gatekeepers are. Yeah, even if you don't have the keys, you're fucked, man. If they want to guard the door on your career, you won't be able to make your money, Ivan. So I have to give you the keys. That way you can own a brand, you can open the door, and you can make your billions. Otherwise, the gatekeepers are never going to let you make your money, obviously. Yeah, I mean, that's psychotic. Even when VJ sells to them and they control her career and her money, they won't even let her be worth like $500 million. Yeah, the gates won't even let VJ be worth $500 million now when they control her money. Because they have a psychotic greed and envy, man. It's crazy, man. Yeah. That's why God gave me the keys. That way the gates don't do me. The families don't do me. I'm sorry. Oh, I understand. Yeah. That's why God gave me the keys. That way the families don't do me. I'm sorry. Yeah. That's why VJ cries, Ivan. That's why VJ cries. Because she knows she got duped by the gatekeepers. Yeah, VJ, if you sell to the gods of the gate gods of the money system in the world and they want to guard them on your career, VJ, you're fucked, man. You can't do shit. Yeah, that's why VJ cries, because she knows she's fucked. Yeah, I may be rich, but they're never gonna let me make my billions. Yeah. Because either the gatekeepers, there's two ways they lock doors on VJ, right? Either they just sabotage your stats and they tell people don't buy VJ stuff, or you guys do buy VJ's music and her singles and you all watch her movies, but the gatekeepers take that money and they sabotage her stats, and they give VJ the peanuts, maybe $500,000 of the money they give her. They take all the rest of her money, obviously. Because VJ has the keys like me, obviously. So think about this. VJ has the keys, and she's only worth $12 million in Hollywood. I figured out, yeah, the family's duped her, obviously. Because she has the keys to the kingdom, the whole world tunes into her singles. They know about her singles, they know about her movies and television shows, and she's only worth $12 million. Family's duped her. They take her money, they give her the peanuts, and they sabotage her stats and her results, obviously. He's like, yo, Ivan, how the fuck do they do that, man? That's fucking power. VJ, they're the gods they're the gate gods, man. Of the mice of the world. If they want to guard the door on your career, you're fucked, man. You can't do shit. Oh, he's like, yeah. You're fucked, man. As I can. I remember when I applied to Mopify, obviously, and they only gave me like 2 shifts a month. Yeah, because the gates say, no, Ivan can't make his money. Yeah. VJ, Ivan, how the fuck do they do that, Ivan? I don't know, VJ, but they're called the gods of the minds of the world for a reason. So if they want to guard the door on your career, you're fucked, man. You can't make your money, man. That's why she cries, honestly. The VJ knows she got duped, whereas I did not get duped, obviously. Because they're powerful, they lock all doors on me, I'm poor. I have like no money. But my keys are worth a lot, and I wrote my master's as a Zanus. That's why they're pissed off, because they know this is a ticket to Ivan making his billions and being king. And they want, yeah, we want to control that brand that Ivan owns, man. When you make all that money, you're fucking greedy, man. I'm sorry, huh? I'm sorry, huh? Yeah. Well, I mean, that's how you know it's an envy with the gatekeepers. Yeah, the gatekeepers let Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk be worth their $200 but they won't let VJ be worth that money, and that's how you know it's the envy. Obviously, it's the power they want to dupe and have her sell. That way they can guard the door on her career. But they also have a psychotic envy. That's why they won't let VJ be worth her billions. Obviously, the Victoria Justice is even bigger than Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos. She's much bigger than all those guys. She's God and she has the keys. Yeah, I think Victoria Justice should be worth tens of billions, Ivan, but like, I'm envious. I don't want to be that rich. That's why I guard the door on her career and have her be worth maybe 15 million, but don't let her make any more money than that. They're greedy pigs. And you think I'm gonna let you steal my money and have you do that? No way. That money's mine. Zane's man's mine. You're not touching it. There you go. You're gonna dupe me too. I'm gonna tell, look, man, you dupe my wife. I'm not gonna have you guys dupe me too, man. We didn't, Ivan. Yes, you did, man. She's God. She has the keys. You duped her, man. You're gonna dupe me too. I'm not an idiot, man. You have an envy. I'm not stupid. As even when I'm poor, you take money from me, man. Yeah, man. Obviously. Yeah, I mean, that's psychotic. Yeah, man. You make like your 80 trillion every year, and you grill me about the $60 for the insurance. Like he grills me my stepfather. He gets like angry and everything. All right, I need that $60 for the insurance item. Like he grills me about it. Or otherwise, I'm gonna take it. He threatens it. Otherwise, I'm gonna take away your Chromecast. He keeps taking away my Chromecast and everything because he's crazy, man. That's why I came in with the keys, that way they don't dupe me. Yeah. Some Sarah. That's why Vijay cries, obviously. Does VJ cry for personal reasons and professional reasons? Yeah, she cries for personal reasons because she loves me, because she's crazy. Yeah, I love Ivan. I want to be with him. I want to see the light, and I want to be queen with him. I want to live that amazing life with him, like building the one with our house, owning the jets, the yacht, getting nice clothes, nice cars. I've been traveling around the world, staying in the best suites and resorts, and doing that. I'm trying to travel with Ivan, but she also has career goals too. Yeah, I want to do my music with Ivan, my dream album with Ivan. I want to be a movie star, a famous movie star with Ivan too. That's why Vijay cries, obviously, because she knows my book is the ticket to that success. Obviously, yeah. If what Ivan gets me out, I now have the power control of him. If Ivan makes 18 billion off his Zane's book, I can now fulfill my dream of being a famous movie star with him, own the big Sky Entertainment studio with him, be a famous movie star for Zane's, and I can do my dream album with Ivan. Because to do an album doesn't cost much, right? It costs maybe, I don't know, $60,000 to do an album. That's like $100,000 to do an album. And music videos doesn't cost much. You can make that dream album with me, obviously. Rent the studio, we hire a producing team, they produce it, they record it, they do the music video. It's not, doesn't cost much music. And she knows, because she now has the control of me, she can make the billions with me off the album too. There's a high chance I will go touring with VJ for the album too, obviously, if we collaborate together, right? Because VJ might tell me, Ivan, let's collaborate together. Like we sing together, like for all the songs, and I'm like, okay, we can do that. But I have to work on my singing, obviously. My singing is not the greatest. I have to work on it. Yeah. All right, man, you amazing at coming up with music. Oh yeah, I am. Like I have an idea for the. I'm gonna tell VJ if VJ wants to do an album. Like VJ, I want to do a remix for your "Let It Shine" song that you sang for Victoria's, your theme song, your opening theme song for the show. Yeah, I want to remix that. All right, what are you thinking of? Yeah, it goes like this. I'm saying, when you make it shine, when you make it shine, the firelight shining. Shine the firelight shining when you make it. Shine the firelight shining when you let it. Someone says when you let it shine, and while the person's saying that, like someone says, shine the firelight shining, make it. Shine the firelight shining. You're a creative, I know. That's beautiful. No, I said, that's beautiful. I know. You're creative as I am. I know how to make good songs too, honestly. That's a beautiful remix for Let It Shine song. I know we can do a remix of that, but you have to contact Nickelodeon to get the licensing rights to do the remix. Obviously, they'll charge me a fee for the licensing rights, and then we can make the remix of the song. Because Nickelodeon owns the rights to that song, but we can call them I mean, VJ, let's do the remix of that song. I have an idea, a good idea for the song. I have which idea? VJ, that's genius, but you're creative. I know. You know how to make it music too. I know. When you make it shine, when you make it shine, the firelight shining. 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 You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you can do a thing where VJ says like "Let it shine" and I sing like "Shine the firelight shining." It's a remix, obviously. All right, that's beautiful. I know. Yeah, that's a beautiful idea for the remix of "Let It Shine." Right? Make it shine, obviously. When you make it shine, you know what I'm saying? But doing music is not my dream though. My dream is being a movie star with VJ. But I will want to do music with VJ. Yeah, VJ, I'll do music with you. That's not our main focus. We could do an album every maybe like 2.5, 3 years. We could do one album and maybe a few singles here and there. But our main focus is movies. It's not music. Okay, Ivy. No, seriously, VJ. Like I love music, but it's not my dream. I want to be a movie star with you. We can do music on the side. VJ will want to do music. Yeah, Ivan. I want to do an album with you, Ivan. No, we can do an album together and a music video together, but which is glory too. The music video will be glory too. You're gonna see me and VJ in the music video together. That's glory too, obviously. Yeah. Do you have an, do you have another idea for your for a chorus? Yeah, I have a few ideas for a few choruses, obviously for an amazing song with VJ, obviously. Like, I have an idea for a song called "Lord Lead Me." Lord Lead Me, obviously. Yeah. Lord lead me, Lord lead me, Lord lead me, Lord lead me, Lord lead. You're a creative, I know. I have an idea for the Taki song too for Zaynus and Zen. Yeah. His name is Takias. His name is Takias. Well, shelter, shelter him, Lord, shelter him, shelter him, Lord Adonai. It's Takias. Peter, that's a beautiful song. I know, Peter. Man, you're creative. I know, Peter. Put that in the movie. I was like, Peter's blind for the movie. That's a beautiful song. It makes you think. I was like, yeah, put that in the movie. I was like, yeah, Peter's blind for the movie. Can I ask like $1 million for that? I'm like, no, Peter, you get 850. Stop being greedy, man. You're a greedy pig. Yeah, he was a greedy pig, man. I'm saying he's greedy, obviously, Peter. Yeah, yeah. I also have a remix idea for VJ's "Girl Up" song. Like VJ sings the song, looking out of a dirty window, and while she's saying that, I say, "Victoria, I love you." You know what I'm saying? While she's singing it, you're a genius, I know. You're a genius, but that makes you think, I know. I sing the song, you say, "Victoria, I love you." Yeah, that's beautiful. I'm saying, yeah, you're creative, I know. Creative genius, obviously. I'm also creative too. I can make amazing music too, obviously. Lord Lead Me, the remix for Make It Shine, and the remix for Girl Up. Obviously, we could do a remix for that too. But Victoria Justice will no longer own the rights to her songs. Well, she doesn't own the rights to her songs. She's a sellout, obviously. You have to contact the holo companies and get licensing rights to do the remix of those songs, obviously. Which we can do. We can afford, obviously, right? You're looking at an amazing album. Me and each are gonna make together, right? Yeah. Oh, you think you'll go touring for the music? Of course I will. Me and VG's albums are gonna beat out all the big artists in Hollywood peak at like 100 million, 50 million, 20 million like albums sold. Me and VG are gonna sell hundreds of millions of copies, obviously, for the album, obviously. I'm gonna make our plays off the album too. And guarantee we will go world touring for it too. People are gonna call us, yeah, we want to do a concert of like 50,000, 100,000 fans, and me and VJ do a touring for the music too. It's crazy. Most likely gonna go touring for that too. It's crazier than even Justin Bieber, Taylor Swift concert. Because me and VJ are way more famous than all those guys. Don't hate me, yeah. Yeah. You have more fun with the music or the movies? The movies, man. Being a movie star is much cooler than doing music. Music is fun too, though. I'm gonna have a fun time doing music, obviously, but movies is more fun than music, obviously. I'll tell VJ, I don't want to do music full time. It's a part time thing. Okay, like we can do one album every maybe 2.5 years. We do an album, but we focus mainly on the movie. Obviously, okay, Ivan. Yeah, that's my dream, VJ. Like movies is better. Yeah, Ivan, being a movie star is better with you. Yeah, it's much cooler being a movie star than doing music. Oh, I'm saying, yeah. Sarah. Oh, you want to shelter himself and Zamus? Yeah, I do. Tell Peter the way he knows. Yeah, Peter, I have an idea for a song when Tactus is born. You have this like this violin singing the beat. You know what I'm saying? You have these women sing. You know what I'm saying, yeah. His name is Tactius. His name is Tactius. Oh, shelter him, Lord, shelter him, Lord. Adonai is Tactius. His name. His name will shelter him. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not beautiful. That makes you think. I know. You had that scene right before the war. The scene in the war. I won't spoil story for you. You know what I'm saying? The walls are approaching. You have Tactius. He's staring. Remember Peter in Narnia when the witch's army was approaching and Peter was all brave. They zoomed into his face. Yeah, you have something like that. And you play that song. Oh, shelter him. You know what I'm saying? He's like, man, looking at a mask, but this is Lord of the Rings. Alright, no, please, Lord of the Rings. This is better than J.R.R. Tolkien's Lord of the Rings. Alright, no, please, very J.R.R. Tolkien's Lord of the Rings. It's a masterpiece, this man. Yeah, man. Yeah. My Tactus has a better character arc than Frodo. Mike Frodo in Lord of the Rings. Elijah was Frodo in Lord of the Rings. I know, Peter. Man, this is better than J.R.R. Tolkien's Lord of the Rings. I know, Peter. J.R.R. Tolkien's Lord of the Rings. I enjoyed more J.R.R. Tolkien's Lord of the Rings. I know, Peter. Lord of the Rings. I'm saying, you know. Will you and VJ be releasing your music, selling your CDs? No, probably online. maybe you could sign a deal with Spotify or maybe Amazon or something like that. Or you could sell individual CDs. I don't know. But nowadays, most albums now sell online. You just purchase it. You can just listen to the whole album online, right? It's easier that way. You usually can sell the album for $15, $16 for the album, $17 for the album, right? Yeah. We'll make music videos. We'll post it for you guys to watch on some music videos for some of the songs, right? Yeah. That's why you're not gonna let the gates do you. Yeah, before I shut this camp here, that's why I'm not gonna let the gates do me because they kept me poor for 40 years. I'm sick and tired of being poor and not having any money. And I know if I sell to you, even though you're letting me be a millionaire, you let me make money, you're gonna dupe me and steal my money. That this money for the book is for me and my wife. It's not for you, man. You're just a greedy pig. You have your hundreds of children you make every year. These billions are for me and my wife. It's not for you. There you go. You're just a greedy pig. I'm not gonna let you take my money when you make all that money. Are you fucking crazy, man? Greedy, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. That's what I mean you live in life. Anyways, this is where I hope you guys are the shows. I remember saying, peace on him. Peace out. Talk for an hour. Peace out, guys. So him, son.